Okay? Next tayo. Let's move on to number 40. Now, a water tank with diameter 5 meters is filled with water. Okay. Drawing lang tayo ng tank eh. So, given yung ating dito, diameter. So, yung diameter natin dito is 5 meters. And this is filled with water. Ayan. If the water level is 2.4 meters above the nozzle, so from the surface of the water papunta dun sa pinaka-nozzle natin, siguro nandito siguro yan. So this is 2.4 meters and the nozzle is 10 feet above the ground, so meaning siguro may stante yan. So ito yung ating level ground. So yung ating dito, height dito ay 10 feet. How long will it take the water to hit the ground? Take note po, may butas yung ating tangke, may nozzle, maliit na butas, and po ang track ng ating fluid kung siya. So mag-hit siya sa ground. Okay? So it will form a track of a projectile. Projectile po yung kanyang takbo. Okay, so in-exage ko lang siguro pag ganyan lang. Okay, ayan. So it will form a track of a projectile. Ayan. So now the question is, how long or what time will it take the water to hit the ground? So ano kaya, or ilang oras kaya bago marating ng ating water yung ground? Okay? So since projectile naman siya, so gamitin na lang natin yung mga equations ng projectile. Okay? Take note po, may given yung ating height. Okay? Take note, this is your releasing point. Okay? So, and yung angle of release mo dyan is 0. Bakit 0? Kasi po, naturally occurring lang po siya, pababa lang. Nag-drop lang yung water. Okay? So, yung theta mo dito, 0. So therefore, by your projectile equation, so time yung hinahanap, so ibig sabihin, yung y na lang yung gamitin natin. So that is, y is equal to VOYT. So minus 1/2 GT squared. Okay? So take note po, VOY is VO sin theta. So take note po, mas mababa ang ating destination kaysa sa releasing point. So, therefore, yung ating y dito ay negative 10. This is now equal to VOY. So, this is VO sin 0 times time. But what is sin 0? 0. Minus 1/2 GT squared. Take note po, 10 feet yung nandito. English. So, syempre, ang gagamitin natin na gravity, English din. So, 32.2 feet per second squared. So, multiplied by t squared. So, ship solve lang tayo. So, what is t equal to? So, 10 times 2 divided by 32.2. Then, take natin yung square root. Wait lang. 10 times 2 divided by 32.2. So, tama nga. Okay, so that is 0.788 seconds. Or that is approximately letter C. Okay. Now, let's move on to number 14. 14 tayo. So, Reynolds number may be calculated from what? Okay? So, saan po ba makikita si Reynolds number? Take note po, ang Reynolds number, when we say Reynolds number, so, it is a descriptive number. A descriptive number siya, where it describes, okay? So, dinidescribes niya kung anong type ng flow, okay? describes the type of fluid flow. So, kung anong klase yung pag-flow ng fluid. So, actually, tatlo yung klase ng type of fluid flow. Okay? So, pero take note po, yung ating RE or Reynolds number, this is represented as RE. Okay? So, first type of fluid flow, laminar. Okay? So, ano po ba ang laminar? So, that is RE is less than 2,300. So, this is laminar flow. Ano po ang laminar flow? Medyo mabagal yung pag-flow. Okay? So, sample ng ating laminar flow is oil. Medyo viscous siya. Okay? So, next is in between 2,300 to 4,000. This is critical flow. Okay, so in some books po, no, okay, yung 2-3 na to, minsan po 2-4. Okay, so depende yan sa book na titingnan ninyo. Okay, so yung sinunod ko na is yung 2-3. Okay, so critical flow ito. Okay, so critical flow or yung tinatawag nating transient flow. So this is in between 2,300 to 4,000. So kasama po yung 2,300 at saka 4,000 sa number na yun. And lastly, greater than 4,000. So medyo magulo na yung flow na to. Okay, mabilis na yung flow. This is what we call your turbulent flow. Ayan. And yung Reynolds number natin can be solved in the following formulas. Okay? So RE, this is equal to V times D all over mu K. Okay? Or this is equal to V times D all over mu D times yung ating rho. Okay? Ayan po yung ating mga formula. Okay, so let us define the following. So RE is your Reynolds number. Take note po, kapag number lang, unitless to. So yung V naman natin dito, this is your mean velocity or yung ating fluid flow velocity. So kapag po in terms of SI, so this is meters per second. Okay? How about yung D? This is your diameter ng pipe. Okay, diameter ng pipe. We have also yung ating UK. So this is your kinematic viscosity. And yung unit niyan is meters squared per second. Okay? And kapag naka-CGS ito, okay, this is in the form of Stokes. Okay? So CGS unit nito or counterpart is Stokes. So yung Stokes natin, this is also equivalent to cm squared per second. Okay? So take note po, ayan po yung ating equivalent or counterpart ng kinematic viscosity in terms of CGS. So, ano po ba ang viscosity? Okay, so when we say viscosity, this is the ability of the fluid to resist flow. Okay? Ability of the fluid to resist flow, meaning kung gaano kalapot ang fluid mo. Okay? So, yan po yung ating viscosity. And we have also your rho. Okay? So, this is your density ng fluid. And yung ating mu D, this is your absolute viscosity. Or yung tinatawag nating dynamic viscosity. Okay? So, anong unit nito? This is in Pascal second. Pascal second. Okay? So kapag po naka-CGS ito. So this is in the form of poise. Okay? And ano po yung poise na yan? So poise is 1 gram per centimeter cm. Okay, so that's poise. And ano pa ang napapansin natin dito? Okay, sa ating RE. Meron tayong V, meron tayong D. Ang kakaiba lang dito is yung isa may density, then iba yung ating mu. Okay? So, yan yung common sa kanilang dalawa. So, why not dito sa number 14, kunin na lang natin yung common. Okay? So, lahat po naman ito may diameter. Okay? So, yung A, B, C at D. ABC. Okay? Pero, take note po yung D natin, wala. Okay? So, characteristic length, and wala naman to sa ating mga formula. So, wrong na yan. Okay? So, dito, common ang velocity. So, wrong na rin tong letter A kasi yung density natin is special formula to. Okay? So, kapag mu D ang ating formula. Then, lastly, yung letter B, wala namang surface tension. So, yung pinaka-common yung kukunin natin. So, letter C po yung sagot. Diameter, velocity, and absolute viscosity. Okay? So, very common yan. So, diameter, merong diameter yung dalawang formula, merong velocity yung dalawang formula, and meron rin absolute viscosity. So, ito. Okay? That is letter C. So, yeah, part 1. Then, part 2. Then, part 3. Okay, take note po, no, kapag naka-SI naman na lahat, hindi ko na isusulat yung unit kasi magka-cancel rin siya. Okay, pakitaan ko lang kayo ng isa, then let's solve other problems na wala ng unit kapag SI. Okay, so let's move on to number 22. So, water having a kinematic viscosity, so yung ating mu K, that is equal to 1.3 times 10 to the negative 6 meters squared per second. So, flows in, okay, so yung ating diameter given, so this is 100 times 10 to the negative 3 meter, and at a velocity is equal to 4.5 meters per second. Now, what's the Reynolds number? So, R yung hinahanap natin. Okay? Take note po, mu K yung given guys. So, therefore, ano po ang ating Reynolds number? V times yung ating D all over mu K. Okay, so this is now equal to 4.5 meters per second multiplied by yung ating D. Okay, so which is 100 times 10 raised to negative 3 meters all over mu K, which is 1.3 times 10 raised to negative 6 meters squared per second. So, ano mga magka-cancel? Meter squared. So, second at second. So, uniqueness. And what's your R now equal to? So, this is 4.5 times 100 times 10 to the negative 3 all over 1.3 times 10 to the negative 6. That is 346,153. Okay, so type of fluid flow, this is turbulent. Letter apple. Okay. So, direct substitution lang yung mga ganito na. Basta alam lang natin yung formula. Number 30. Ethylene glycol at 60 degrees Celsius with the velocity. So, this is 4 times 10 to the negative 2 meters per second. Enters a 2.5 cm ID tube. Okay, so meaning ito yung diameter natin. So, D is equal to 2.5 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. At 60 degrees Celsius, the viscosity is 4.75 times 10 to the negative 6 meters squared per second. So, this is your kinematic viscosity. Determine now your Reynolds number. Okay? Kinematic viscosity yung given. So, therefore, this is equal to what? So, Vt all over yung ating UV. So, this is now equal to 4 times 10 to the negative 2 multiplied by diameter, 2.5 times 10 raised to negative 2 all over viscosity, which is 4.75 times 10 to the negative 6. Direct substitution. So this is equal to 210.52 or 53 na. And this is type of flow, laminar. So this is letter B. So next na tayo. Okay. Number 31. So take note po, imbis na circular yung binigay sa atin is square. Okay. Of side B, 2.5 times 10 to the negative 2 meter. Okay. 2.5 by 2.5. So ito medyo nakakalito kasi square section yung cross section natin. Okay? If your air is at temperature 350 Kelvin, determine the Reynolds number. Okay, so at 350 Kelvin, so yung ating viscosity is 20.76 times 10 to the negative 6 meters per meters squared per second. So this is your kinematic viscosity. Okay? So for a square section po, okay, so paano kaya yung treatment natin dito? Okay? Take note po, your diameter will be equal for the side. Okay? So this is for square ducts. Yung diameter mo equal rin yan sa side. Okay? So therefore, RE is equal to what? So V times D all over UK. So this is equal to 0.5 multiplied by diameter, which is equal also to the side, 2.5 times 10 to the negative 2 all over 20.76 times 10 to the negative 6. What is your Reynolds number equal to? So this is 0.5 times 2.5 times 10 to the negative 2 all over 20.76 times 10 to the negative 6. 6. Yeah. So this is 602. And type of flow, laminar. So this is letter B. Okay, next, number 32. Okay. Water is flowing to a pipe, okay, of radius 12 inches. So yung ating radius 12 inches, convert natin sa diameter, this is equal to 24 inches. Okay? Take note po, kapag Reynolds number ang hinahanap natin, dapat naka-SI. So multiply na rin natin to sa in 1 meter, this is 39.37 inches. Okay, so yung velocity natin, 11 meters per second. Now, the viscosity of water is, okay, mu d. Bakit mu d? Pascal second po yung ating unit. Ayan. So, yung mu d natin, 1.131 Pascal second, unit for SI. Okay, what is the Reynolds number? Take note po, in terms of mu d, R is equal to V multiplied by D times yung ating density all over mu d. Okay, so this is now equal to velocity ng ating fluid flow, 11. SI naman. D is 24 multiplied by 1 over 39.37. Okay, naka-meter na yan. Multiplied by density ng water, take note in SI, this is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. So, water ito, no? Okay. So, times 1,000 all over 1.131 Pascal second, naka-SI yan. So 11 times 24 divided by 3, 9.37 times 1,000 over 1.131. So this is equal to 920. Okay, and this is approximately letter B. Okay. So let's move on to the next, number 18. Okay. Number 18 tayo, what is the rate of flow of water passing through a pipe with diameter 20 mm and a speed of 0.5 meters per second. So rate of flow, kung hindi natin alam tong rate of flow, tingnan natin yung ating unit, okay? So as you can see, rate of flow, naka-cubic meter per second, lahat. So kapag naka-cubic meter per second para lahat, this is volume over time, or this is your discharge. Okay? So rate of fluid flow. Okay? So Q yung hinahanap natin. So ano lang ba ang alam natin sa Q? This is equal to cross-sectional area times yung ating velocity, or the mean velocity. So therefore, this is equal to what? Take note, pipe po yung ating cross-section, circle. Okay? So that is pi over 4 multiplied by yung ating diameter. So 20 times 10 to the negative 3 meter, the quantity squared, multiplied by the velocity or the speed, 0.5. So what is Q now equal to? Direct substitution. So 0.25 times pi times 20 times 10 to the negative 3. The quantity squared times 0.5. And this is now equal to 1.57 times 10 to the negative 4. Cubic meter per second. That's letter C. Okay. So next, picturean. Okay, let's move on to number 20. Ayan. So determine the mean velocity of your engine oil. So flowing at, take note po yung ating unit dito, kilogram per second. And from your thermodynamics, anong tawag mo dito sa kilogram per second na to? So this is your mass flow rate. So ano po ba ang mass flow rate natin? So this is denoted as mdot, and that is equal to your mass per unit time. Ayan. So yung ating mass flow rate, that is equal to 0.01 kilogram per second. And yung ating cross-sectional area is a square. Okay, so this is now equal to 1 cm in cross-section. So this is 0.01 the quantity squared. Okay. So at 60 degrees Celsius, so yung ating density ng ating oil is equal to 864 kilogram per cubic meter. Okay? So yan. Pero ang gusto natin, velocity. Ayan. Take note po, may mass flow tayo and meron tayong density. Okay? So, saan lang po tayo makakakuha ng velocity given yung mass flow rate at saka density? Okay? Take note po, density, mass over volume, mass flow rate, mass per unit time. So, ibig sabihin meron tayong volume dito. Okay, na parameter. So, that is your discharge na. Okay? So, that is equal to cross-sectional area times yung ating velocity. So, therefore, velocity now is equal to your Q all over your cross-sectional area. Take note po, ang Q natin, volumetric flow rate or discharge. Okay? So, gawin na lang nating discharge yung mga units natin dito by means of unit analysis. Okay, so therefore this is equal to what? Okay, so dapat mawala po ang kilogram dito. Okay, so ano gagawin natin? So yung 0.01 kilogram per second na to, ano gagawin ko dito? Okay, dapat mag-cancel yung kilogram. Okay, so ano gagawin natin sa density? Okay, i-flip lang natin siya. Okay, so this will become in 1 cubic meter, that is 864 kilogram. Ayan, magka-cancel na siya. Okay, so kilogram at saka kilogram cancel. Ang natira, cubic meter per second unit for discharge. All over your cross-sectional area, square po. Kaya S is squared. So this is 0.01 meter, the quantity squared. So velocity now is equal to what? So ano magka-cancel dito? Meter squared at saka meter. Okay? Meter cube. Okay? Meter over second. 0.01 divided by 864 over 0.01, the quantity squared. So this is now equal to 0.1157 meters per second. And that's letter A. Okay.